everyone. Welcome to the SAP Insider Tech Insight series. I'm here with SimpliFi and SumUp, and we're here to discuss their consolidation story and, again, the challenges that SAP organizations are having with manual and legacy tools with regards to consolidation and financial close processes. What I'd like to do is have my guests come on screen and introduce themselves and share share their insights with you. And let me start with John. And John, I'll ask you to come off screen and introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you. So John Essig from SimpliFi. SimpliFi is a firm focused on planning, analytics, consolidation solutions. I've been in the space for the past 15 years, helping companies optimize processes in those areas, and was lucky enough to work with the SumUp team here, who we're happy to have join us today on their consolidation solution for their company. So my background, I have a CPA. I'm more of a functional person. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit more later about our company and our role working with these guys, but glad to be here with you.
Hi, and guys from the SumUp team, it'd be great if you guys could introduce yourselves to the SAP Insider community.
Hey, hi guys, very happy to be on the call with you. My name is Alexander. I'm part of the central controlling team of SumUp as a senior manager. As a background, I've finished master's in accounting and then spent about 15 years doing external audits in Deloitte. For the past 4 years, I'm part of the SumUp team doing accounting and budgeting. And for the past year and a half, I'm focused in building central controlling team for the organization and doing all external and internal reporting together with the external audits. And pass to Miro.
Yes, hi all, my name is Miroslav Lazarov. I'm part of the ERP team here in SumUp, and I'm responsible for creating different dashboards, reporting applications, and different planning solutions in SAP Analytics Cloud. I joined SumUp almost 2 years ago, and I'm quite happy that we had this project with SimpleFi, and we run our consolidation in SAP Analytics Cloud.
Thank you for that. Really excited to have everyone here. Again, consolidation is a big issue within the SAP Insider community. And what we'll do today is we'll start with a conversation with Sasha in terms of discussing, again, some of their challenges and around the consolidation and how they worked with SimpliFi. From there, we will Alexander will move into discussing the business case for SumUp, and then we will close out with a few questions and takeaways with regards to this technology insight. And we hope that everyone is really excited about this topic. Again, this is one that is very important for the SAP Insider community based on the research over the last 9 to 12 months. So with that, let me get started. Sasha, can you discuss why you were looking for a consolidation solution? I know this is important in our community, but specifically for your organization, what was important about this project?
Yes, of course. Well, until beginning of 2022, SumUp was doing its consolidation manually using mainly Excels and group reporting packages, so manual work. And for the period between 2017 and 2021, the group actually grew by 500% plus in terms of revenue. We added, of course, many new teams and new products to the portfolio of the company. And in middle of 2021, we had a finance core discussion and a proposal that it's the time when we need to look for a solution and automate the entire consolidation process And at that time, we just kick it off and started exploring different options.
That's interesting. Our data suggests that a majority of our community are reliant on manual tools for financial close processes. Can you talk about maybe how much time your team spends monthly in Excel with regards to financials?
Now, with this hyper growth, it's a bit tricky to say how much we spend average year on year, but I can say for example, for 2021. So we automated as much as possible our Excel group reporting package, having a bridge between S/4HANA trial balances and our balance sheets and income statements and so on. But still we were having challenges across reporting of intercompany balances and transactions, currency translation, and building up and following properly the currency translation reserves. And on average, I can say that a team of 10 accountants and controllers globally for SumUp spend about 3 to 4 hours per month preparing the group reporting packages for 60 plus subsidiaries. And then consolidation specialists spent about 3 days for running and preparing the consolidated financial table, plus 1 more day spent on month-over-month variance analysis that are quite difficult following a manual consolidation by group reporting packages, and then a day more spent by an FP&A colleague looking over actual results and doing kind of manual again changes in order to input various management reporting dimensions and other reports.
And you mentioned manual changes. When you think about manual processes, often there requires a review of that to account for errors or accuracy, what have you. How many days does this cost your business before management can review total company results?
Well, again, 2021, we were providing flash reports by Workday 5 globally for the entire organization, and then actuals by Workday 14. So,
and would you say this time frame is what led you to consider SimpliFi for consolidations?
This time frame, but also the need to automate the information flow of the financial data, and then provide the proper automation and flow, sourcing other models, other reports, other reporting dimensions.
And in our research here at SAP Insider, we're seeing that understanding of the latest technology and automation capabilities is very important. Data analytics skills is very important. Technical accounting and financial close skills are very important for organizations that want to improve their close processes. Is this something that you found in your collaboration with SimpliFi on this project?
Oh yeah, absolutely yes. Like SimpliFi team was and is very, very capable and with the proper knowledge across both fields: technical accounting, data flows, SAP, SAC modeling, and so on. But also, I want to provide also big kudos to our SumUp team, having Rossi, Delcio, and Miro in the team. For making it happen. And yeah, it was also critical to have on SumUp side consolidation reporting and technical specialists ERP transformational major and SAC specialist also.
And you mentioned the impact that Miroslav had, and I know you'll get to that in your business story, but what I want to do now is ask John, kind of, can you talk about, follow on Alexander's question or response, and talk about why the SimpliFi solution and your consolidation solution is so important for this project?
Yeah, so I mean, we have been, our team, just to provide a little background, I'll answer that question, has been implementing, automating FP&A consolidation processes for over a decade. And, we have seen in, the 200 plus deployments that we've done, a lot of requirements do change, industry to industry. But much of the framework for consolidations, as well as other applications for FP&A and controllers like performance management, sales or profitability, cash flows, people costs, tracking capital deployed, do stay the same or have a lot of similarities across industries. So as a firm, as we were moving to the cloud, we were asking, why are consultancies and companies still starting from scratch when they're building applications like this for SumUp to meet these requirements time and time again? So what we did is we took the opportunity to build a platform as a service as we moved to the cloud with prepackaged applications for all these common business scenarios, common business cases like consolidations. And our platform, branded PlaniFi, bundles these applications together so that mid-market companies can deploy consolidations in weeks, for example, with these common business scenarios as well as planning scenarios. And for larger organizations, which SumUp is now a larger organization, $2 billion international organization. So Sasha discussed that, really explosive growth they've seen. Our technology platform provides a much better starting point to be able to decrease the time spent by their team, importantly, as well as the cost to configure those solutions by 30 to 50%. So instead of spending the first 2 months of a design and modeling, trying to figure out how to structure the data, we already have that ready for SumUp team. And actually with SumUp, we did a low configuration deployment of our content, and Miro and team quickly took ownership of that and even extended that, working with our team and cross-training and with some of their previous experience. So yeah, we're super excited that SumUp has been able to leverage this successfully, and excited to hear Sasha and team more about their story of this deployment and their company as well here in a second. So
yeah, and this is a great point to pivot to Sasha and Miro in terms of discussing their business story. And I know this is very important to our organization. So at this point, we'll take a brief pause and have them present their business case.
So we are now presenting our experience with the consolidation solution that we built together with SimpliFi team. We prepared brief agenda, sharing more to share more about SumUp and the company, why we needed a change, the project scope, of course, challenges and wins that we experienced. Then we prepared briefly to share what values we realized really quickly with the solution, and further the analytics cloud roadmap that we prepared. Of course, leaving some Q&A space. About SumUp, what is SumUp? It's a payment and tech company that is dedicated to empowering small merchants around the globe, and also focused on building a world where small businesses can be successful doing what they love. To share a bit more about some KPIs of the company, let's share more about some of KPIs and financial performance. The services and products are live in 34 countries with 2.1 million active users and approximately 4,000 new merchants onboarded on a daily basis. Executed daily transactions are approximately 3 million. And our economic model is showing for 2021, 18-month payback period and gross profits reaching 326 million euro. About the products, first we are sharing our core payment products that are split between card readers, enabling accepting payments using card present transaction, and also providing alternative payment methods using QR payments, online payments, and sharing payment links. In terms of additional portfolio and products that the group is offering, we have our point of sale products that are mainly targeting restaurants and coffee bars, online stores, invoicing, customer relationship management for our merchants, providing easy advertising of their products, and also loyalty, where customers can enjoy cashback and other loyalty points. That's it for the presentation of the brief presentation of SumUp and its products. Now jumping into the consolidation process and the consolidation solution that we created together with SimpliFi. Let's start with the need for change. As shared previously on the discussion, SumUp was performing the monthly consolidation manually in Excel spreadsheets based on trial balances and financial data coming out of S/4HANA and other various systems that were used for either acquisitions and acquired companies and other organically established companies that were too small in order to be onboarded in S/4HANA in the very beginning and then continue to be outside S/4HANA for a period of time. The growth and the acquisitions that the group performed in the period between 2017 and 2021 represent kind of a challenge for our controlling and reporting teams to bring easily and consistently the financial data and prepare consolidated financial statements. That's why we, in 2021, we explored few like SAP related alternatives. First, the subgroup reporting that is integrated within S/4HANA, and then SAP Analytic Cloud and the standalone planning and analytics application. In this period of time, we had few interactions with subgroup reporting providers based in Asia, Western Europe, also USA, getting few really detailed proposals, and both were, of course, and one side very expensive, on the other side too long for an execution, like between a period of 7 to 10 months of design and implementation till kickoff. At that time, we decided to look for the alternative, and we find SimpliFi solutions providing an opportunity to build a consolidation reporting tool and model out in the analytic cloud. And we get very excited and interested immediately, mainly because we had the quick time to value with implementation for less than 3 months on overall, and the ability to easily consolidate acquired companies from day one. While partnering with SimpliFi, we chose to deploy their prepackaged consolidation application, which is quite straightforward one. And I can say that my personal opinion is that the deployment can go with limited support out of ERP and SumUp consultants, because SimpliFi has like one for it in their prepackaged consolidation application, having the needed one for training and maintenance, description of the model, and so on. So we went into and kick off probably around beginning of January 2022, and ensured quick implementation. We almost closed entirely the project within beginning of March, and yeah, the project itself covered financial consolidation of 60 plus subsidiaries, automated financial statements constituting balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow. We also designed and implemented all elimination entries, currency translation using closing average and historical rates, enabling journal entries and certain balance carry forward logics. For S4HANA companies, we ensured a direct integration between S4HANA and SAP Analytic Cloud, while for the companies that were outside and that are outside S4HANA, we designed very user-friendly reports called that we called flat files, enabling easy upload into the Analytic Cloud model for consolidation. Let me share now a bit for the project scope. So as we said, we ensured that we are having this direct loading of master and transaction data directly from S4HANA. We automated the process for upload of all companies and legal entities outside S4HANA. Currency translation was designed for multiple different functional currencies to the group presentation currency using input forms and consistent source of FX exchange rates. Also, we covered specific logic towards currency translation at a historical rate in order to comply with requirements how mainly equity accounts of our subsidiaries are translated into presentation currency. Then we automated the currency translation calculations to bridge functional currencies of the different subsidiaries to the group presentation currency, and had the design of a consolidated intercompany matching report for all companies, all in S4HANA and all outside S4HANA, designed drill down to geo account and entity, which was very, very useful when you're looking into variance, month over month variance and other variance analysis on the consolidated level. We designed the automatic intercompany elimination entries covering accounts receivables and accounts payable, sales, expenses, and other P&L items. As group and management reporting cash flow is based on the indirect method, we successfully fully automated the cash flow statement preparation and calculation, and also designed certain top-side journal entries. On the financial reporting side, we achieved the financial statement package that is consisting consolidated balance sheet and income statement was cash flow statement. We have month-over-month variance analysis for all financial statements on individual basis, sub-consolidation basis, and group consolidation. All the commentary of month-over-month variance are captured into SAC for all statements for the companies and for all of the aggregation flowing easily through different views, meaning that when you provide a comment of a certain deviation, then all designed reports are getting this comment visible and readable for the users of the different reports. Also, we covered trended financial statements for the balance sheet and income statement, providing monthly data, again covering all the possible dimensions by legal entities and group. The one that we also covered, and it was very important for our corporate development and investor relations teams, was a normalized version of our P&L, easily navigating and filtering between what is our EBITDA and what is our normalized EBITDA. And another huge, I can say, advantage of the project was an opportunity for easy SAC links within the analytic cloud to other reporting models and logics and reports. Next one is to share, and we prepare to share our SumUp Consolidation Launchpad, which actually makes it very visible, the information that we shared in the two previous slides. It was really great, SimpliFi, to provide all clear description of the process flows, the documentation as a project design documents. We also provided clear links to the models and dimensions, which are the consolidation models and the FX rates models. On the report side, we designed all needed reports with some other reports, providing a bit of a value-added reconciliations and checks for the controlling and for the reporting teams, like the intercompany matching report, the report providing missing trading partners, and all the validation files that we are checking, okay, do we have all balance K forward logic executed? Do we have the currency translation properly executed? Cash flows, number of card readers sold, head counts, retained earnings checks, and other various logical checks within the consolidated financials. We also designed an input forms that are quite important. For example, FX rates, we are having these input forms populated monthly using data directly from the European Central Bank, ensuring that all consolidated data that are coming from entities having functional currency different to euro are convert it to the presentation currency using one and the same FX exchange. Whilst we designed some additional push reports where we automated entirely our logic towards business combinations and acquisition of new group subsidiaries and members, having all the purchase price allocation to consolidation and goodwill reconciliation together with deferred tax liabilities as a logic in these push reports. Next is to share about the challenges that we had. So I can say that one of the biggest one was that we needed to change and do some stock take of our chart of accounts and prepare for this automation. We performed the stock take and changes well in advance to the kickoff, but during the project we discovered that we missed some in the logic that we performed prior, and then with advices and sharing experience out of previous work and previous experience out of the SimpliFi folks, we managed to quickly shift only the changes around the chart of accounts and bring the automation logic for intercompany eliminations and elimination entries really working. About the wins, there's much to share. I would say that, of course, killing all manual work is a big thing. All the teams are really happy about it and enjoying now really smooth and consistent view of all the legal entities, all the sub-consolidation, aggregations of data, and so on at one place. I can say that also this automation of the consolidation entries, the eliminations, the audit trail behind the consolidated solution is really providing value and providing more and assurance to external audits and other parties that are at some point looking into our consolidation logics and figures. On the other side, we are now able to really close and lock SAP periods and then immediately start the consolidation and look into some automated generated reports, starting to look into variance analysis, doing the routines checks by the controllers and accountants and so on. The value that we realized really quickly is that we were able to bring, the one that I will highlight is that we were able to bridge the actuals coming out of the SAC model quickly to the to various models that simultaneously we developed within the analytic cloud, mainly related to the internal management reporting, different dimensions that are looking into the effectiveness of different teams and products within the company. We also managed to have this automation and like automated reconciliation of intercompany balances, especially for the companies that were outside S/4HANA, which was great, quick quick win, and we managed to reconcile and put in order some really cases that we were struggling before. On the analytics cloud roadmap, I also already shared that bridging with other process within the organization is really key. And when we advanced and get near to the end of our kickoff of the consolidation tool, we were all of the team promoting SAC Analytic Cloud as definitely the SumUp reporting solution, having in mind also building not only forecasting, budgeting, and budget to various to actual variance analysis, but also thinking about building regulatory reporting logics, automating, for example, transfer pricing calculations where applicable within the group, and also the important one was also that we finally had a place where we were able to find the one and the same thing at the one and the same place. Really easy. And yeah, the key to this one was really planning in advance, well in advance, how you're building the model. Maybe Miro, you can say about the dimensions that we planned from the very beginning.
Yes, thank you, Sasha. Well, I can share with you, probably it would be super interesting for the audience, that even though it's a pre-packaged solution, this consolidation is super flexible. So in the beginning, we requested it with different dimensions. In our case, there were 8 dimensions. Of course, we have most of them standard, like GL accounts, company code, and etc. But the interesting thing here is that the SimpleFi team was willing also to add even more. So it's super flexible. Another thing that I can share with you is that when we started implementing the SEC consolidation, there were quite some changes on SAP Analytics Cloud. So during that time, they presented basically the new model. So we had just one request that we use this model because we see that it's easy afterwards to navigate with it. And SimpleFi, again, they were super willing to use this new model, even though their pre-packaged was not built for that one because it was just updated from SAP. So really nice guys that are going to help you not only during the project, because what I saw afterwards is that they pointed out in all the data actions, everything explained super well. And the great thing here is also that after the project, you have the support from their side. I can share with you that a couple of months later, there are still people from SimpleFi team that are basically informing us for some updates from SAP that might be broken our logic in the consolidation, which we appreciate and we really like.
Next one is a room for closing slides on Q&A, with which we are finishing our story.
Thank you for that presentation. You guys, again, that insight around automating consolidation and intercompany eliminations is very critical for the SAP Insider community. So I want to thank the SumUp team. I want to thank SimpliFi again for providing this insight to us and this business innovation story that is very couldn't come at a better time. For our audience. Again, this has been a topic that has been a major pain point within our community year over year over year. So it's great to really flesh this out with the experts and the insights that are provided here. You know, what I want to do, and piggybacking on you know, our research, in Q4 we have the financial close transformation study that we'll be publishing, and in terms of some of the preliminary data we're seeing, the elimination of extensive manual intervention is the core objective for many organizations as it stands now when it comes to, again, transforming your financial close processes and have you. So, you touched on it, Sasha and Miroslav at the end, but I want to talk about what this process, automating some of these processes, has meant for your organization since the completion of the project.
Yeah, thanks for asking. Well, transforming the group consolidation process resulted in better consistency of the financial data, better visibility and data accuracy for our group. It also provided an opportunity where we are starting really to think about how we can not really go faster because we eliminated the manual work, but really how to start building and implementing cloud solution also for the financial closing process, allowing certain like not only checklist activities, but reconciliations within the cloud and integrated between S/4HANA and SAC. Also, the big value is coming with the integrations with different analytical models within the cloud, and definitely providing very easy flow of actual data for a comparison with budgets, forecast, capital allocations, and other reviews for key business KPIs. Yeah.
Sasha, thank you for that response. And in addition to, again, updating and modernizing your financial close processes from more legacy and manual processes to more automation, you talk a lot about variance and having accurate data for variance analysis. And John, I want to pivot to you and ask really about kind of what you're seeing in the marketplace, not only from the SumUp team, but just in general with regards to organizations as they consider their needs for quick wins in this space. Because again, it's a huge area of concern and pain point within our community, and the idea of quick wins and now the opportunity to have accurate data for variance analysis seems very inviting. So can you talk about just what you're seeing and how you're delivering that for organizations?
Yeah. So, I mean, to be able to deliver the quick wins, we have to have well-defined processes and content that our customers can leverage. And that's what we've worked really hard to, pre-configure that they can, deploy a starting point for a solution in 6 weeks instead of, 2 to 3 months to get that going, right? And what we see as we're able to provide that baseline to companies much more quickly than historically is we're able to move on to those additional value-added use cases pretty quickly, like variance analysis. And variance analysis is actually another example of where on our PlaniFi platform, we have a prepackaged solution for performance reporting, for example, so that when you look at variances, you can see the components between actual versus budget that make up that variance. For example, for CPG companies like price, volume, mix, that ultimately go into your monthly reporting packages. So you get to work on fun use cases like that to help even further extend that analysis and value. And actually, around variance analysis, that's been one of the most popular areas that we've been spending time with a lot of companies, because historically they would take that data from this EPM application and then put it into some other add-in or something, right, and ship data back and forth. So it's great to be able to have a platform from SAP with our content that can bring that together, end to end for companies. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. And unfortunately, this is all the time we have for today. Again, this has been a very insightful session with the SimpliFi team, with the SumUp team. I want to thank you guys again for sharing your business innovation story and financial close transformation story. Again, this is something that will resonate with the SAP Insider community. And I want to appreciate your joining. And again, if anyone in the SAP Insider community has further questions, please reach out. I can put you in touch with Jonathan. We also have access to SimpliFi in our vendor showcase as well. So again, please reach out if you have questions. Thank you.
Okay, good guys. Yeah.